You're watching Relevant Radar TV, and today we're diving into one of the most exciting returns in Honda's modern classic lineup, the 2025 Honda GB500, a motorcycle that carries a legendary name from the late 1980s into the modern era. The GB500 is back to remind us that simplicity, elegance, and timeless design are just as powerful as cutting-edge tech and brute horsepower. In this review, we're going to take a full look at its features, performance, design details, price, and unique selling points to see what makes this reborn café copyright-inspired roadster such a special machine in 2025. The original GB500 TT was launched in 1989 as a tribute to the golden days of British single-cylinder café copyright racers, and though it didn't sell in huge numbers back then, it quickly became a cult classic. Collectors today pay big money for clean examples. Honda clearly knows this heritage matters, and the new GB500 is more than just a rebadge, it's a thoroughly modern reinterpretation of that spirit. Let's start with the heart of the motorcycle, the engine. The 2025 Honda GB500 is powered by a 471cc parallel twin engine, the same trusted power plant found in the CB500 range, refined for this model with a unique exhaust and mapping. Why not a single cylinder like the original, you may ask? Honda's engineers wanted to balance modern expectations for performance and smoothness with heritage styling. The parallel twin manages to keep the silhouette slim while delivering reliable and usable power. It produces around 47 horsepower at 8,600 revolutions per minute and 43 Nm of torque at 6,500 revolutions per minute, which is plenty for spirited city rides and backroad adventures, while remaining A2 license friendly in many regions. The engine character is tuned for a more classic, torquey delivery compared to the sportier CB500F. It's not about screaming to the redline instead, it's about linear pull, strong mid-range, and a satisfying thump that connects you with the road. The exhaust note is deeper, more retro-styled, with a bespoke muffler designed to echo the single-cylinder tone of the original GB500 TT. Moving to design, Honda has nailed the look. The 2025 GB500 uses vintage charm while still being modern enough to live in today's traffic. The teardrop fuel tank with polished knee indents, the slim and elongated seat, spoked wheels, and round LED headlamp all create an immediate retro impression. The bike is offered in rich, heritage-inspired paint schemes like British racing green with gold pinstripes, gloss black with silver accents, and even a two-tone burgundy and cream that pays homage to classic café copyright racers of the 1960s. Every detail screams craftsmanship. The side covers are shaped to mimic the old GB500 badges. The rear cowl is detachable for a solo café copyright racer look, and the chrome touches are tasteful rather than overdone. The overall weight is kept at a manageable 178 kilograms wet, making it approachable for new riders while still fun for experienced motorcyclists who crave a lightweight retro machine. Honda also kept the ergonomics faithful to the old-school café copyright racer DNA. You've got slightly lower clip-on style handlebars, mid-mounted foot pegs, and a seat height of 790 mm, which strikes a balance between sporty stance and everyday usability. This is not an aggressive sport bike crouch, but it gives enough lean-forward posture to feel connected with the road. For city commutes, it's comfortable. For weekend rides, it's engaging. On the performance side, the chassis and suspension make the GB500 shine. It uses a lightweight steel tubular frame with geometry tuned for nimble handling and predictable feedback. The front is equipped with 41 mm telescopic forks with 130 mm of travel, while the rear gets twin shock absorbers with adjustable preload. This twin shock setup isn't just for looks, it's tuned to deliver a balance of comfort and retro authenticity, and it complements the bike's character perfectly. Braking is handled by a single 310 mm front disc with a dual piston caliper, and a 240 mm rear disc, both managed by standard dual-channel ABS. For a bike of its size and weight, this setup offers strong, progressive braking power without being intimidating. Tires come in retro style but modern performance rubbers, 190/18 up front and 130/17 at the rear, mounted on spoke trims that really sell the vintage vibe. Now, while the GB500 stays visually classic, Honda hasn't ignored the modern rider's needs. The round speedometer cleverly integrates a digital LCD insert for fuel gauge, trip meters, and gear indicator, while the outer ring retains an analog needle for speed, the perfect blend of old and new. The lighting system is fully LED, ensuring reliability and visibility while keeping that round retro headlamp look. Honda has also included assist and slipper clutch as standard, which reduces clutch lever effort and makes downshift smoother. When it comes to the ride feel, the GB500 hits a sweet spot. It's not intimidating, it's not trying to be the fastest, and it doesn't overwhelm with electronics. It's a bike that begs you to enjoy the ride itself. The mechanical connection, the rumble of the twin, The way it tips effortlessly into corners. At city speeds, it's agile and fun to flick through traffic. On back roads, it delivers a lively and involving ride, with plenty of torque to keep you entertained. On the highway, it will cruise comfortably at 110 km/h, though wind protection is minimal unless you opt for the accessory fly screen. One of the unique selling points of the 2025 GB500 is its balance between heritage and accessibility. Unlike some high-end retro bikes that cost a fortune, Honda has positioned this motorcycle as an affordable entry point into the neoclassic scene. The estimated starting price is around $7,200, making it significantly cheaper than larger retro machines from Triumph or Royal Enfield 650 Twins. It gives riders the chance to own a piece of Honda history reimagined, without breaking the bank. Customization is another area where Honda is encouraging riders to make the GB500 their own. The accessory catalog includes café copyright racer fairings, leather saddlebags, fly screens, chrome mirrors, and even alternative seat options. This modular approach means you can style it as a true café copyright racer, a retro commuter, or a weekend classic tourer. In terms of competition, the GB500 will be going up against bikes like the Royal Enfield Continental GT650, the Yamaha XSR 700, and even the Kawasaki W800. While some of these offer bigger displacement, the Honda fights back with lower weight, excellent build quality, proven reliability, and that unmatched Honda refinement. It's also the only one directly reviving such a cult classic name, which gives it strong emotional appeal. So who is the 2025 Honda GB500 really for? It's for riders who want style and substance in equal measure. For new riders, it's approachable, forgiving, and affordable. For experienced riders, it's a nostalgic trip back to the golden days of motorcycling, but without the compromises of owning a vintage machine. For collectors, it's a chance to own a modern continuation of a cult classic without paying outrageous vintage prices. At Relevant Radar TV, we think Honda made the